Hi, our project title is Analysis and Prediction of Energy Consumption. This project is made by Shubham Lade and Shreya Gredam under the guidance of Professor Rajesh Babu Sir. Working model. This project is running on Anaconda Navigator on Jupyter Notebook. It is a machine learning project made using Python language. We have imported various libraries, machine learning libraries, which will be used in this project. Import pandas as PD. This pandas is used to load the data source file. NumPy. NumPy is used for mathematical calculation and for working with arrays. Import matplotlib as pyplot. It is a plotting library which is used to import various types of plots and graphical plots, 3D plots, etc. sklearn. sklearn is machine learning library for classification, regression and clustering algorithm, including support vector machines. K means algorithm, and Keras are the machine learning modules. And we have also imported LSTM. LSTM is long-term short-term memory which is used for time series prediction. And we can see here I have used the df as a variable which is used which will load the data source file ap-hourly.csv and will be stored in df, and description information of data sets will be printed, description of data sets. As you can see, we have imported the 5 rows of the data set. As you can see, this is index, this is year, date, time, and this is the value in megawatt, the power energy in megawatt. This is the information of the data set, which includes the range. Range means the number of columns used in this. As you can see, there are 1,21,273 columns, 0 to this, and there are 2 columns we have used for prediction. Description of the data set, you can see count, mean, standard value, mean value, 25%, 50%, 75% max values. And we have reformatted the date, times and columns so that it will be easy for us to perform the machine learning and various operation on this model, and it will give a clear idea about the prediction. As you can see, we have reformatted. We have 2 columns. We have classified into many columns such as megawatt column, month, year, date, time, week and day. Okay. Energy consumption each year. From matplotlib import style, we have imported a graphical plot using matplotlib. In this, it will show the energy consumption each year in 2004. As you can see, the vertical line, which is y-axis, y-axis is showing the energy in megawatt, and horizontal line, which is showing the yearly consumption of the energy. This graph, you can see, in 2008 it goes maximum. It consumes around 16,500 megawatt of energy. And next we have imported a plot which will give the dense area on which it is also known as dense plot, which will show in which area it will is dense, it is and in which part it is energy is used less. This is the energy distribution plot. As you can see, the energy consumption is represented in the time in the bar format. As you can see here, the megawatt of energy, how much percent it is rising. It is maximum or amount of energy used is 15,000 megawatt is maximum energy is been used. And energy with respect to time, as you can see, the energy consumption versus time. This is the in x-axis we have showed the time consumption, time, and then y-axis we have showed the energy consumption in megawatt. So here we go forward, and we have done the resampling of data which is used for the regression. Machine learning module, we have we have divided the data set into training data set and test data set. We are going to train the data set which we have selected for the test data set, and regression sequential is used for arranging the data and predicting the values from the data source file, the present value, and we will predict the future value. Here the regression is going training x, train x, y train, epochs 50 epochs we have divided into a batch size of 32. As you can see, this regression takes place here. It takes around half to 1 hour depending on the performance of your CPU and file, and maybe it may take around 5 to 6 hours also, because our data size is more than 1 lakh columns, rows are there. So it will, for the machine to learn, it will take a good amount of time, and it will predict a good, means it will predict an accurate value. As you can see, predicted value x-axis, and you can see here future predicted value. As you can see, with respect to date and time, true value, which is the given value, and predicted value. As you can see, the number 13,157, and this is predicted value 13,670, which is a nearby. Here also you can see it is nearby. It means the machine has accurately predicted the value and given us a good result, because it has not showed the very high variation and very low variation in the sense. This means it has a very good accuracy and with less error. And you can, in this plot we have machine learning. This is, you can red value shows the true value which is given in the data set, and the green value shows the predicted value. As you can see, both they both are parallel and going together. This means they have accurately predicted and the future prediction values from the given data set. Clustering means it will give us a clear idea about how the data, how the power is being used, and the values which are very close to this, and it will give related values. And we can you can see in this plot, this clustering plot, and here you can see the black dot represent the highly densely used, and the gray dot represent the moderately used energy consumption. White are very few, means a few amount of energy is being used and consumed by the consumer. And this is the plot, 3D plot. X on the x, y and z axis. Black dot represent the high dense value. Gray dot represent the few, means moderate amount of usage by the consumer, and white dot means rare. On that much energy, the rare the usage has been there. So the benefit of this project will be in creating the future values in the machine learning, and the user will be able to create it will be used for many purposes, as we would know how as the energy has been mostly used by the towns and growing machineries. So it will be helpful for predicting future values and generating the demand as per the needs, and it will be a lot more useful for the future generation to predict the future values. So this is the conclusion of our project. Thank you.